What's up, y'all? How we doing, everybody?
What up? What up?
Happy Thursday. Sorry, we're a little late. We're doing some tech support. We got that
yes.
crispy Miles mic going today, though.
I'll be good forever now with that. Yeah, crispy tech support going. Let me know if it sounds good in the chat too as well. Everyone, Mr. Lyman. Damn, that was quick.
You sound way more laid back on this mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, dude, it feels I don't know, I like it a lot. Because I used to do it for Buy Box Bandits, but we're back now. Yeah. So any questions?
What up, Mohammed? 7 borders. You got grocery Ungated today. Bang.
That's
good
quick
stuff
too.
Yogi tees from Target as instructed.
Yep.
You love to see it.
One. Yeah.
What up, Sunshine?
Like the mic sounds great. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use it for all of them now. Yeah, that's awesome.
We're playing cricket.
It's a fact. Mr. Lyman was coming at poor Peter yesterday heavily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you talk about Amazon discontinuing lending? I assume
that was a while ago.
Not like, yeah. I assume it's just like kind of a symptom of like just the economic climate. I'm sure they would ideally want to keep it around. But they have kept going like the lines of credit through Goldman Sachs and stuff.
The lines of credit were way better anyway. Like the Amazon loans were the worst one, Mohammed. You like the lines of credits and stuff. Yeah.
Amazon won't ungate off calls. Any tips? Yeah, they will. Jacoby, it's annoying. You just got to submit a bunch of times. If you're ever getting declined a lot for an ungate, just include a bunch of extra information and make it easier for them to say yes. Like include the delivery email, shipping email, everything like that, and it'll make the process a little bit easier. And it's the same thing regardless. And include some text in the replies and the notes too, because that will lend more to going to a human.
Gives you a human on the other line.
Yeah.
And if you guys are as you guys are hopping in here or watching on the replay, make sure you're signed up for the masterclass we got going down on Wednesday night. I know there's a lot of beginners hanging out watching the videos, asking questions, all that good stuff. So we kind of put like the best 2 hours of training together for you. So if you want to kind of get the fast track when you're starting out, make sure you're on the class next Wednesday there. What are the requirements for beginner bookkeeping? Direct you to resource you can check out. Good question. Like as far as like beginning stages, just track everything on a Google Sheet. And then you can there's a ton of different softwares out there that you can use to like track the products you have at Amazon. You'll assign like a cost of goods to it. That's like the hard part to track is cost of goods sold. The rest of it's fairly easy.
Any advice on getting ungated in Pokemon or when they require an actual letter? So they always require either an invoice or a letter. And the cool thing is it's way easier to just use an invoice or an email, Michael. So go on Kohl's or Pokemon.com or Target. I'm sure has some cheap Pokemon stuff and you'll be good to go using that.
For sure. Looking at offers as important as looking at buy box stats in terms of estimated sales. Yeah, that's good as well, man. Like if you see a lot of like new sellers hopping in and out on a listing versus like just going up, then yeah, it's good proof that it's actually moving.
Yeah, you want to look for up and down and ideally trending down overall. But as long as you're seeing up and down, people selling out, you'll be good to go.
Yeah. What up, Patrick? How we living?
Okay. Is Nike not on getting new sellers? So the interesting thing, guys, so about 3 weeks ago, Adidas kicked everyone off Amazon and then 24 hours later said, okay, everyone can apply again. And then like 2 weeks later said, all right, everyone's good to go again. Disney did the same thing. And then currently Nike and Hoka are only gated for new sellers. Everyone that was previously ungated or interestingly enough, which had open applications, which is the vast majority of people can keep applying.
I didn't know we found that data point yet.
Yeah. A bunch of people are getting approved still. Like one of my coaching students, Lisa, just got approved. I think it was yesterday, and it's just because you had previous applications.
That proves that. It's not that they did not hit the nuclear button then.
Yeah, Mr. Lyman, you live in the UK. Interesting. I didn't know they liked cricket like that in the UK. So it's 5:20 p.m. where I am, and it's 4:20 p.m. where Warner is. I doubt it. I think some of those Walgreens private label brands are currently not accepting applications. But check like coupon savings. Go try and list the product and see if it comes through.
Yeah, I think Nature's Way is private label or like controlled. The other vitamin brands are good. Yeah. There's also some Nature's Way listings that are fine. Just look at the new seller count. That's like a risk thing.
Oh, okay. So Acito, so you probably don't need to worry about taxes too much right now until you make some money, but it's the same way you deal with any other taxes. You ideally get help from a professional, but you just figure out how much profit you made, what your expenses were and such. And then same way you do tax for anything else.
What up, Joe? How's it going, man? Yeah, Jeremy, Roadmap is our kind of like complete course, community, all that kind of stuff. You can check it out in the description. Bunch of content, weekly calls, all that good stuff.
Okay, tried to get ungated with the Walmart receipt too many times. Amazon said I submitted multiple times without new info. Luckily, Kyle, you can just change the name of it or include other purchase information with that, and then that'll improve your chances as well. It is just a volume game with that stuff. So just as high as anything else, you just keep submitting, you'll eventually get approved.
Yeah, change the file name and like highlight stuff, like annotate on the invoice so that it looks new to the systems and stuff.
Do we need CPU tags for items? Are they free or do we have to pay for them? Not sure what you mean by that.
CPU tag? So no.
No. Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah, you do that.
I've never heard of that in my life, so I'm gonna go with no.
No, yeah.
You do need like a SKU label if that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
If you're sending to Amazon.
So audio still sounds crispy, Warner?
Yeah, you're good.
Like significantly better?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. I'm never going back. Awesome. Cool, sweet. Oh, UPC. Aha. Yeah. So the cool thing is products are going to have a barcode and you're just going to put an FN SKU label over it, basically. And that's only for FBA. So when you're new, you probably want to do some FBM. So you're actually probably not going to need to do it. Like Estimator, you've come to the last couple of streams. We can tell you're very serious. Like start out just FBMing stuff from the outlets. That way you're not going to need to worry about any of the fancy stuff. Like when I got going, guys, I would just go to the college library and print out the labels with like the old school printer, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to worry about like buying a UPC or anything. That's if you're like making a new product.
Yeah.
What happened when the price is lower than the buy box, but Amazon removed the buy box on the listing. So it's just gonna go like if there's no buy box on a listing, then a customer is just gonna have to go in. There'll be a button that says like see all selling options, and then they'll usually pick like the lowest price and fastest shipping speed.
1.5K in sales so far from May. Oh, so you're cooking there.
Awesome.
Yeah, Shane, let's go.
Yeah, that's a good start. That's a great start.
Yeah. So Shane, specifically strategy going through the end of the month. So we got Mother's Day coming up and Memorial Day. So wherever you're buying stuff currently, they're probably going to have stuff cheaper and more stuff cheaper as well. So there should be some good opportunity to horizontally scale within those brands or categories you're already doing.
What up, Pete? How we doing? We both put a degenerate bet down on the Packers winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, are the Packers supposed to be good this year?
We're good, but not Super Bowl good. But it's one of those like insane payout. It'll be more fun to watch the season kind of thing.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Besides clothing, what are popular categories to do FBM? So unfortunately, it's more of a listing by listing thing, whether or not something's going to be FBM friendly. So it's kind of just like what the other sellers on that specific listing are doing, specifically during Q4 toys, specifically during back to school, sporting goods and school supplies. And then just in general, like any listing you come across that's profitable, if you can see other people FBMing it, there's a good chance you'll be able to make money on it too. FBM at least.
Yeah. Anytime there's something sells really fast, basically anytime Amazon needs to give sales to not their warehouse because they're getting busy on it is a good time. Just drop the gating. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Easy money.
GSD, I will put my Amazon seller account on that one, man.
Yeah, dude. I haven't watched a football game besides the Super Bowl in forever, but I remember the Broncos.
I will put the seller account on that one.
We're good.
They will not win this year.
Has anyone tried out TikTok Shop sales platform? Yeah, being a TikTok Shop affiliate is a phenomenal way to make money right now. You guys should look into that.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys have not started at all. No matter what you pick something and stick with it. Yep. Pretty much everything works. It doesn't matter if TikTok seems more fun than you, do TikTok. We want you guys to make money. Just pick something and stick with it for long enough to actually see results.
Yep. Good afternoon, boys. What up? Yeah, I've watched a lot of you guys' videos and love them. I'd be at the gym doing cardio. I'm watching your videos. Got a few friends in who share leads today, K last month, and been running since. Yeah, Shane. So you're on pace to massively outpace your April, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, and that's the blueprint, man. Like finding other sellers to work with and stuff like that makes the process a hell of a lot more fun, a lot easier. It gives you feedback on a purchase way quicker. And that if you're doing this by yourself, you're not going to know if something was good for several weeks. Meanwhile, if you do it with your friends or with other people, you might get feedback on if a purchase is good in 20 minutes, just with their input getting quick.
Yeah. When you add in Walmart, I listed some stuff on Walmart.
I'm
Admittedly, I
not.
should put more time into it, but I got like a listing or two. I need to source some stuff specifically to sell on Walmart, just
I'm
so I can
gonna
get
send
some
you it. I
stuff
already know
rolling.
it. I already know
Oh,
what
I
it.
mean, yeah, that's obvious. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's easy bread too. Like
yeah, yeah.
there's low competition on those listings. Would you recommend anything besides books to start? Oh, Jeremy, absolutely, man. The cool thing is, man, as long as your seller account's approved, actually, you don't even need your seller account approved. Get a free trial of SellerAmp and go to your local Ross, Marshalls, and Target and scan a bunch of stuff. And the cool thing is, you're gonna probably find some stuff that's either profitable or close, and a bunch of stuff that's auto Ungate as well, man.
Yep. Saw the vid about thrift stores. Went to Goodwill, spent $4 on books, can make 18. Bang, there you go. That's awesome. That's like the best way to make your first $1,000 or $2 so you can start selling name brand stuff.
With no risk. That's the key too. It's like
Yeah,
if you
it's a
want to do
dollar. You spent
books,
$1. Like,
yeah, I mean, essentially, like basically no risk.
yeah,
No, not yet, Daniel. Does going out of stock affect your buy box win percentage?
slightly.
Statistically, yes, but don't worry about it. It's not
Yeah,
important. Like you should want to be going out of, if you're going out of stock and stuff, it's good. It means you're not buying enough. You're going to start buying enough. Like you're going to run into that all the time. Like, specifically, I was talking with the coaching guy like an hour ago, and he was specifically for back to school stuff. He was saying like, what if I buy 200 or something and it doesn't go? And I was explaining, no, you're going to buy 30, then 22 sell the next day. Then you buy 50, right? And then 46 sell over the weekend. It's a gradual thing you work up to. Okay, here we go. This is a super good question. How do you gauge the volume of an ASIN with a bunch of variations? The variations tab in Keepa and the specific Keepa chart per variation, as well as common sense around size and color. The more common, the better it's going to sell.
yeah. You can check offers tab. Check how fast it's gaining reviews on variations tab. That's like the easiest way to do it there. Share Walmart. Pretty much anything sells on Walmart, Sandra. Especially for all you guys who are full time, just kind of like flipping stuff. You should definitely take advantage of that. I know they've got like basically Walmart FBA too, that I'm gonna test out. See if the prep center wants to mess with a little Walmart fulfillment services, I think they call it.
What categories can you sell as a new seller? Anything you want. Getting approved for everything's really easy. So, specific brands that'll auto ungate, although I don't want you scared of ungating because that's easy too. ColourPop, Bomba socks, and one, Bernat yarn. That's a sleeper too. Shout out Joanne's for the Bernat yarn as well. And like Walmart and shit like that. And then if you storefront stock off those brands, you'll find other ones that are auto ungate too.
3 new rules to the low inventory. I think they made them more favorable for us.
Oh yeah,
the new stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, I was way more worried about it before, like I saw, because they're showing us what we would get billed. Everyone's getting it waived, and if your account is less than a year old, you don't get it anyway, like forever. Not forever, but after your account's a year old. And we sold like 180 grand last month, and we paid $36 in low inventory fees.
You can handle that,
and those are getting waived. Like so, like if that's what we're doing every month, then that's fine.
That's fine.
Like, we can deal with $30 a month.
Can you get ungated for Oka? I don't think so. How to improve or get reviews? I'm just doing FBA still 0 reviews. So Camilo, in that regard, reviews aren't really as important as people think they are. It's just selling more items, is going to get you that.
Yeah, if you don't have your first one, there's a button that says request review on the orders tab. Like if you open each one, get your first review. After that, it doesn't matter though.
I went to Goodwill and picked up a good amount of books, which is just FBM or FBA. So you can FBM books, but if you're doing books, you want fast proof of concept. So I'd recommend FBA and that stuff. You totally can FBM. In general, though, the way to gauge whether or not to FBM something is a specific per ASIN question.
Yep. How many ASINs do you have? Some you don't need hundreds, James. Like some sellers who are crushing it have 10. Some sellers who are crushing it have 1,000. Right? It's just kind of it's however you play the game.
Yeah, it largely depends who you want to source for you. If it's you, you're going to be better at sourcing. That's going to be less ASINs, higher quantities of each ASIN. And like Warner has a phenomenally delegated outsourced business. So he pretty much always, even in months when we've done the same, will have 5 or 10x the amount of ASINs as me. It just depends. The work needs to get done. It just depends who's going to do it. And if you do it, you'll have to spend more time, but it'll be higher quality leads. And if you delegate it, you'll spend a lot less time. It'll be lower quality leads in general. So you'll buy less of each of them, but you're not doing the work. So who cares? Can you get ungated from Walmart? Yeah, definitely. How do I link my seller account to SellerAmp? Yeah, Ryan. So all you do is just click in like the back end of your settings. You'll see it in there if you go to settings.
Yep. I mean, there's plenty of places to source them, but that's a decent spot for them, Sandra.
Yeah, and in general, like if you're a beginner, don't look for places to source. Look for products to source. So like primarily be doing storefront stock.
Yeah, you're looking through stores, you find a really good brand, you see, oh, it's on sale at these 5 websites, and then, oh, these 2 have really good coupons pretty consistently. Then you just kind of focus on those. Like, you're just trying to storefront stock your way back to a sale that's like ideally recurring and on brands that people love to buy.
Where's the automatic ungate list? In the description, Posh, you'll see it in there. If I'm not getting buy box with FBM, should I just send it to FBA? I'm matching the current price, but no luck. So it's not a luck. It's a mathematical formula, taking a look at the listing and looking at your delivery dates and seeing if they're better than other people, which if you're asking that, you're probably not in 0 to handling time. You're probably not using a repricer yet. That's why you're not getting buy box. Look at the listing, look at who's getting buy box share, and they probably have better delivery dates showing on the listing than you.
Yep. Do you have custom SKU with Amazon listings? Yeah, TK, you want to make sure you have as much of that as possible. So like our SKUs are the date we sourced it, the supplier, the buy cost, and then a randomly assigned number so that you don't have any overlap. And then as you're sourcing or repricing like those products, then you know how profitable am I? Am I going to be able to restock it? Because you'll typically know based on the website, like, is that sale still here? Is it a once in a blue moon thing? And then make a lot better decisions on the fly.
Do you recommend I source myself instead of paying for leads? Yeah. Now, is it the end of the world? If I just started echoing heavy. Am I echoing for you?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. You're going to learn stuff if you pay for leads, but long term, you're going to want to be doing it yourself, like and your own employees, essentially.
Yeah, it's a good if you got like several $1,000, you want to do a leads like a leads list or something for a month or 2, then it's not a bad idea. But long term,
not at all.
You got to be not super dependent on that. Go to the train on Wednesday. Watch the Keep It Train. You'll find a ton of products to look further at. Appreciate you, man.
Yep, definitely.
You got good vibes. I love seeing it on the streams.
Yeah, GSD. He goes to Chris's streams too. So
do we know his real name?
No. But his Discord's the same name too. Cool. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in there.
What's your first name, GSD? If you're not anonymous here.
Got you. I just ordered 200 worth of beauty brand. I heard the IP. Look at the Keep It chart, Luke. The Keep It chart's going to give a really good indication of if they IP.
Do you click send replenish or create a new SKU? Oh yeah. So when you're restocking, technically you need to restock under the same SKU if it's the same condition and fulfillment method. Amazon doesn't really enforce that rule, so it's kind of up to you. But technically, you're supposed to restock the original SKU if you still have it. Yeah,
that's the interesting thing is sometimes you guys will see the same person will be on listings with like 3 different FBA prices. Amazon doesn't enforce that for whatever reason. But technically you are supposed to have one per SKU. However, something a lot of you guys are going to run into back to school in Q4, you can FBM and FBA on the same listings.
For sure. Oh, sweet. What up, Greg? Good vibes. Would you recommend any leads list? Not necessarily, man. They're all kind of, it's a stepping stone. Like we don't want anyone dependent on a certain leads list. So there's a couple that are okay.
So your student Greg was at ASD, right?
Yeah.
He does really big numbers. So Greg must be a good name for Amazon people. One of my buddies. Yes, exactly. We need.
That's what I was like. That's not my student, right? Like,
yes. Yeah. We need to identify the other common names so we can start.
That's true. Specifically with 2 G's. Like.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Then you're like destined for greatness, I think.
Yeah.
The name tier list is that the next frontier beyond the state tier list?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So if any of y'all are in Minnesota, I had a new guy inquire for coaching in Minnesota. It's like, all right, like you, easy. Can you run through storefront stock again? Yeah, Sandra. So it's when you use SellerAmp to look inside the storefronts of other sellers. So essentially you scroll down and you can see on SellerAmp the offers, their stock counts, their price. You click into them, then you can see all the brands they carry, all the categories they carry, and then the bottom, it has all their different products. And so you can see the fastest selling products another seller is carrying. And the idea behind that being effective is that if someone else is carrying it, they found it profitably, especially if the price is stable or going up. We know people are making money on it, right? So that mindset bodes to being able to find other stuff good too.
Oh, whoa. Jeremy, So he wants to get started in Q4. That
Oh,
can't be
yeah,
doing
come
that.
on,
You can't
Jeremy.
be
You're coming out
planning
to the streams
6
with the
months
gang.
ahead,
Yeah, yeah.
Jeremy.
Start today. Start today.
Not only like, you need that money sooner, but you need the expertise now, because you can still learn the ropes so that you can have a great back to school. You could do 10 to 20K FBMing back to school fairly easily if you get serious about it. You'll learn FBM. You'll learn what a product that sells really fast looks like, and then be set up nicely to do 30 to 50 in December, if not more. But if you start in Q4, your ceiling's probably 10 to 15 in a month.
Yep. How do retail arbitrage sellers get Ungated from different brands if you can't use physical receipts? So I've seen physical receipts work. A lot of people get discouraged if they get declined a bunch. So that's why we recommend buying that stuff online. A combination of auto ungates, typically with retail arbitrage, especially if it's not at an outlet store, it's small brands. A lot of small brands are auto ungate, right? Meanwhile, anything else you just ungate, just buying 10 on a website.
Yep. Looking to purchase some products, easiest way of protecting, not being left with products you can't return or so. Yeah, I mean, Simon, that's like the massive benefit of doing arbitrage, selling name brand stuff, is we kind of like already know how fast it'll sell.
Yeah.
So as long as you dive into like the keep it offers tab, dive into make sure SellerAmp estimated sales look good, sales rank looks solid, consistent. Like, it shouldn't really be an issue. Like, obviously you're not going to make a profit on everything you sell, but it's pretty rare for you to not sell the item just outright.
It's like really rare because the products you're buying should have years of proven sales.
It would be like the listing got messed up, or like kind of you get an IP complaint. Like, back end stuff is really the only reason you don't sell an item like outright.
Yeah. What's the most important thing I need to look for before giving UPS my item to give to Amazon? Just FBM some shit, man. Like nothing. Or like as long as the product's good, like get it listed. Like all that goes into shipping, like people love making them more complicated. You literally just put the label on the box, put the product in the box, and then that's how you FBM it. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, don't worry about this. Don't worry about it. No, Acito, don't worry about it. Just go to the Adidas outlet tomorrow, get some stuff listed FBM. No don't be putting the packing slips in the FBM wars. You don't need to do that either. Just keep it simple.
I got a customer upset that I didn't leave one like really early on. I was like, wait, I didn't realize. That's the only time I've ever heard a customer say that since. Like, it was literally like maybe like my 10th FBM order, like, ever.
Yep. Then you won't get caught holding them if you get denied. Well, you'll get approved. Yeah. Can I get on the screen? No. Nike don't like new sellers. Letta don't even work. No, you just got to approve it, or you just got to keep applying. Yeah. That's going to happen all the time with ungates, guys. It's completely normal for it to take several submissions. And that's just the game. And you should be nervous about. Like, I hate when people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's like, we told you it was going to work. Like, it worked for everyone else. Of course it'll work for you.
Yeah, you'll be grateful. It's a little bit hard. Like, otherwise, otherwise everyone who submits once goes through. But it's like a natural process where only people who are like actually willing to give and do some dedicated work get through.
Yep. And you see in the streams like how many people get really nervous about it and stuff, and then meanwhile you just keep submitting and you just happily print the cash. Can I source at locally owned private discount stores for RA? If you like money, that is a phenomenal idea.
Fantastic idea. Yes.
Like grocery.
The privately owned ones are the best ones.
Because you can negotiate. Yeah, you can negotiate. You can talk to the owner. List,
they probably don't do Amazon already. Like some other really big ones might.
Yeah.
Or if Amazon is a driver. Yeah, that's what's up. That's awesome.
Pedro, that's weird. If they paid it out, it should be getting to you next day.
It's usually pretty fast.
Upgraded setup. Yeah, don't make me get one of those big ass desks and put it in my bedroom with the lighting and stuff too. Get the bookcase in the background.
I've been trying to get you to get a light. Like,
okay.
Like,
I
people love the little like.
I know. I ordered it. I gotta find it. I think I'm gonna move everything into my bedroom though, and just put the bed on the mattress and low key, maybe even in the living room. Honestly, are there certain settings I should set up on SellerAmp? But does it come ready to scan? All you need to do, 7 borders, is your estimated shipping cost in so your estimated shipping cost, you'll need to put in 60 cents, 70 cents per pound, and then your sales tax rate in the MISC fee percent. Get the Emon light, get the red. Get the side camera going on the thing.
Along with everyone else on the internet. Yeah. SellerAmp Apple app, yeah, for sure. It's shows you a lot more data than anything else while on your phone.
Yeah, it's gonna save you a ton of money too, because you're gonna avoid a lot less mistakes. I'm more of a hands-on person. That's a belief statement though, Jeremy. You know what I mean? Like, Do y'all let people shadow you like an intern? No, but like you can pay for help, obviously. But like, yeah, Jeremy, if you're talking about that, you're a young king, man. Like whatever school has told you you're not capable, you're very capable, man. Like you can do this stuff whenever you want.
Yeah, we can't be don't put labels on yourself that don't serve you.
No, exactly, man. Like you know, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Good morning, family.
What up, Jimmy?
Facts? Yeah, what up, Jim Body Bends on the Minecraft channel? Which factors in Keepa do I use to analyze how many units to order of each agent so I can sell through them? I'm always cutting it close. That's part of starting out, right? You know, the cool thing is, Sean Muka, you're going to go through your first back to school and you're going to buy a lot of products and they're going to sell the next day. And then you'll be like, all right, this was the way to do it all along. Absolutely.
Far, Pete. What is it? A 6, I think, is the answer. I think I only hit 6s, I believe it. According to Google, that would be what you want. How do you figure out shipment costs before you even ship something? 60 cents a pound, Brandon. If you're doing a lighter shipment, maybe closer to like $1 a pound, just so you know that you'll make profit after it's all said and done.
Do I need Keepa or will SellerAmp be fine starting out? I mean, yeah, if you're that worried about it, just start with SellerAmp because you can get the vast majority of the data. The Keepa stuff you're going to get that's not on SellerAmp is a little bit more advanced, which definitely isn't necessary, but sure does help, and it is going to save you money. So it is going to be very profitable over the long term.
Healthy return percentage on clothing. Like if you're below 7. Like 8, if you're below 8, I'd say you're chilling. If you're above that, then you got problems.
And not all clothing is created equal, though. And that like socks are like pretty much 2-3% or 4%. Meanwhile, you know, a women's you know, jacket, for example,
shirts and jackets tend to be probably the most returned.
Yeah. The supplier keeps. Oh, you got it.
I was just gonna say people also tend to rip tags off of clothes more than they do stuff like, you know, shoes and socks and that kind of stuff. So you can price all that in as well.
Supplier keeps canceling orders. What should I do? Call them and ask why and try and figure out if it's because they hate resellers or because they think you're doing fraud and are going to scam them, which is very reasonable for them to, you know, go either way with that. And then you just make adjustments as you see fit.
Yep. Can you see listing sales with seller? You can see sales. Yeah, Dylan.
Is that how you send items to UPS? I think you answered. Well, either way, you're gonna like take them to the post office or UPS regardless. FBA is pretty much exclusively going to be UPS. FBM, you'll do USPS sometimes. You're going to buy shipping through Amazon. You're going to buy whatever's cheaper. I've been getting some ridiculously cheap FBM costs too. Like I was getting 2 pounds for $6 on UPS last night for a discount. Yeah, which is you know, a 50%
same state, savings. Similar state.
I should have checked. I got a bunch
pretty close, but still, that's that's way cheaper.
Which is interesting, guys, because like for years, like it's been more expensive than that. So that's nice seeing that switch up a little bit here.
Yep. Yeah, and for all of you guys who are asking like sourcing questions, all that kind of stuff, make sure Wednesday night next week, got the free Amazon class going down. Always a blast to see you guys there.
Yep. Wait, so which one are you doing? Because if you date embedded, then you have to restock with a brand new listing every time. Nah, just make the money, man. Just make the money. Like if you're restocking an item, it's making you cash, man. No need to worry about
restock on an ASIN basis. If you want to follow the SKU rules by the book, you can.
Yeah, you definitely like. There's no need to.
Probably you probably should, but they haven't enforced that for years. So
yeah, exactly. What is the contribution SKU in short? So Acito, you don't need to worry about that at all, man, with where you're at in the journey, basically. But it's basically when you list your product, you can put a custom SKU of like your buy cost, your supply, or what date you listed it, which is a little bit more of an advanced thing. Don't worry about that for
now. Says can they still hold reserved? I don't know if Pedro, they'll hold your last 2 weeks of sales in reserve, and then they'll pay you for the sales that happened 4 to 3 weeks ago, if that makes sense, 3 to 4 weeks ago. And then the most recent 14 days will be in reserve, and then they'll just always pay out basically.
I heard they hold most of the revenue. No, just check on SellerAmp. That's how much fees they're going to take. Longest you should stay on an ASIN. I've been on an ASIN for like 3.5 years at this point. As long as it's making you bread, man. Now you're getting off it on and off though, right? Yeah. The neat thing, guys, is if you go to a CRAN listing and you go to the data offers tab and scroll to the right, you'll see people have been on some of those listings. Like they were first seen on them like 58 months ago, and they just buy them every back to school.
Do you go
no, you can't see that, Dylan.
Not anymore, Cito, but that is the fastest way to grow as a newer seller when you're capital limited, all that kind of stuff. It is just time consuming. So when you're in the early stages and broke, you trade your time for more money. That's why you got to FBM.
And that's the interesting thing too, is like if you take into account the macro effect, you actually save a shitload of time with FBM compared to FBAing, right?
Because you're not worrying about cash flow a year
Yes.
down the line where the FBA seller only is.
Yep. And when you FBM, you sell the item quicker, but not every item's FBM friendly, right? So y'all need to be able to be good at checking and seeing if something's F friendly. How to kick Amazon off.
I like how you're thinking.
Yeah, that'd be a revolutionary thing, man.
That's gangster.
And yeah, that's something I'm sure a lot of you guys and myself too have definitely struggled with in the past. Should you compete with Amazon on a listing? There isn't a set formula for whether or not Amazon's sharing buy box. Sometimes they're going to be, sometimes they're not going to be, and you're going to be able to see it in the data buy box statistics on Keepa.
Yeah, you'll even see some items where the buy box goes above Amazon's price, and they're just not taking sales for whatever reason.
Because they're back. Yeah,
like,
they'll be back ordered with that. Q4, Jules, if you only do 20K in Q4, that might be a lifetime ban from the stream. Not that does not hold. Joel Juice is one of our boys. Did you win yesterday in basketball? No, 0 for 1. Team we were playing was good. We did almost win though, but I didn't play that well.
Yeah, that's the laziest goal I think you could have ever given us, Jules.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And how do you reliably have a large stock of items to sell on Amazon? You get good at product research. Is that the way to go? Yes, do that to start. Yeah, lifetime ban is great. Well, no, I mean you got to beat it though. It's a very doable thing. I mean, what's that like? 20K? That's only like
you're only spending 10 grand on product a month before, including back to Black Friday sales. Jules, you can spend 10K on Black Friday alone by then. Okay, 20K profit. Okay, there we go.
Like
that is a proper way to call your shot.
So Ronald, that's the last thing I would be worried about if I were you. But basically, they delay the payouts about 3 weeks to keep it simple when you're a beginner.
Yeah.
How do you find wholesalers? Google and cold calling. I have an item that needs bubble wrap and I have no bubble wrap. Where's the best stock up? Google bubble wrap and wherever it carries it, which the easiest place can be your local Walmart. And then long term, you'll optimize for cost.
I think Lowe's is fairly competitive if you're not buying a lot.
Home Depot.
Amazon has some good listings too that are third party.
Yeah.
There's like a 4-pack that I remember buying a ton of when I was doing like VCR players and stuff. You want to decide your store into a couple of niche stores? Understand how to, I wouldn't do different stores unless you have a really good reason for that.
Which you probably don't if you're asking.
Yeah, they're gonna tie all those stores together. If one of them gets in trouble, it's Amazon. Like they're pretty good at knowing what's going on. So unless you have like a private label and then like a OA business, that'd be like the only reason I would think to make multiple stores.
Staples has shoe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like any. It just depends kind of what you have local, close to the crib, basically. On FBA Roadmap, do you go into creating an LLC? A little bit, Michael, but that's the kind of info you should just find on YouTube from someone who's licensed.
Yeah, we go high level, Amazon specific, all that kind of stuff.
Any like nice, easy thing like that. Just a pro tip for everyone listening: if you're ever changing your bank account, address, or like credit card or anything on file with Amazon, always give them a call prior.
Can set up the account today. Bang. That's what's up.
Ronald. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ronald. Like, you don't need to be worrying about payouts right now. Like, let's get some stuff listed. At what point should I hire a prep center? Like 6% Michigan sales tax might be cheaper. It depends on the item, Sandra. Long term, you'll definitely go that route. Right now, you'll probably maximize your money and knowledge FBMing products yourself because no one's going to list your inventory quicker than you will.
6% is not too bad either.
Not at all. Yeah.
Reiterate about TikTok. Yeah, I mean, Sandra, there's like plenty of ways to make money on TikTok. Like I think we're talking about TikTok Shop, where you're just like you have a product, you have a page for it, that kind of thing. It's just like a completely different business model. Yeah,
the same way you kind of looked up Amazon stuff. Look up like one of my friends, Jimmy Farley, makes some good videos about it. You guys should look into that. Just fear from my dashboard or to cancel, probably. Yeah. Can I use poly mileage to ship? If it's reasonable that the item wouldn't get messed up, yeah.
Sold some toothpaste FBM. Can use. Oh yeah. AliExpress and fake. Don't buy anything from AliExpress, my friend. There's not going to be legit. Those are going to be the Adidas shoes with an extra stripe or
except the cricket gear, the private label cricket gear.
Neutrogena with like an Inye over the end. Some
the formula smelling weird.
Yeah. How do you charge shipping if you FBM an item, or should you? So you should do free shipping on any standard shipping, and then you can charge some pretty crazy rates on expedited shipping. You want to look up the shipping template on Seller Central. Otherwise, you can prevent Section 3. So you can't really prevent it. They'll just they've been sending
Not a
around
big
just
deal.
verifying
Yeah.
information. Yeah, as long as most of them are just like, hey, send us your identification so we know that you're like not trying to scam on Amazon. You're good.
Got me Ungated. Yes, sir. Yeah, of course, Dylan. We got you.
Luke, number 7 IP complains now, I'm pretty sure. But check the new offer count. If you don't see any cliffs on sellers on that specific ASIN, then
Yeah, you're probably good.
Might take a shot.
Adidas restricted in the UK. Amazon can't sell. Interesting. Didn't know that. Jimmy who? Oh, Farley. Farley. He's probably the only person that shows up if you look up TikTok shop, though. When did you both get your address verification? July 16th, 2019. Something like that.
I don't think they did that when I signed up.
They definitely did. They might have done a postcard. I don't think
they didn't verify at all, because I signed up in August 2018.
Men, where should I buy my products? Kohl's, Mr. Lyman, Kohl's, and any other big retailer that has some profitable stuff.
FBM sold something for $5. Got $5 for $19.99. Had to pay $17 shipping. Damn, yeah. So fix your shipping template, Callie. You probably like overpromised how fast you could get it there, or maybe you waited a couple days to ship it and then you had to buy the expensive option. I would mess with your shipping template. What up, Chris?
And occasionally, even if you do nothing wrong, Amazon's going to try to charge you the high for shipping. Just go on Pirate Ship and buy it if so.
Yeah. If it's like a really heavy item, Pirate Ship's the plug. Not the stranger on Instagram. Stick to legit labels.
Shipping templates. All you need for that is do free shipping for free in economy, and then charge like $20 or $30 plus $1 per pound for next day, 2-day, and expedited.
Yeah, Jerome. You don't need that. Cancel it and switch to SellerAmp. Half the price. Accurate. It's actually accurate. Better features. That kind of stuff.
Is buy in bulk. Or are they about the same? It depends your skill set, man. Like, you might not be ready to make a bunch of cold calls tomorrow, but if you do OA for 6 months, that might build you into the person that's confident and having fun with business that's ready to go do that, right? So it really depends.
Are we adopting Sandra?
Yeah, Sandra, we got you. You can just apply at the link in the description for that.
Amazon always approve returns before you receive them, so that depends on your return settings. But like the way that I would recommend you do it is that you refund on scan, so that you keep your customers happy. And then if there's ever anything egregious, you can file a safety claim, like if they return the wrong item or something like that. What's OA? Online arbitrage. So it's just like buying stuff at Walmart that is profitable on Amazon, basically, and any other website. I did not watch the the Cricket World Anthem.
What's OA? Online arbitrage. Any FBA sellers in Arizona? Yeah. There's a bunch of good people in there. Yeah.
The relatively underrepresented though.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Yeah.
A
lot of Cali, a lot of like Midwest.
Yeah.
A lot of East
Orlando?
Coast.
I can name. So I got a whole group chat of coaching students in Orlando hitting up the outlets. Honestly, best product to sell online instead of whatever sells quickest and is profitable. My bad, Peter. What did you ask? I'll look for it. Y'all think I should be good to go? Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. That is true. Chris is also in Orlando. Pirate Ship gives better rates than Rolo is a printer, Callie. Pirate Ship is a shipping software, web app kind of thing. I don't know what to call it.
It's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah. But completely different things.
We'd love to network, bro. Get on Twitter. If you get on Twitter and post a video and say, "Hey, I'm in Arizona," tag us. We'll retweet it. You'll find some people. So Garrett's on his honeymoon, man. So we're taking a well-deserved break for Garrett. Yeah, get $5 Bandits hiatus.
How long is he gone? He's gone for a minute, yeah.
I got no idea. Okay. Something like that.
They're going like all around the world, so like,
yeah,
that'd be sick. How'd you recommend always staying in stock, keep consistent? I mean, like just track your items like before they're out of stock. Obviously, you got something you're selling 3 of it a day. You only got 30 left. Then you got 10 days of stock left, right? Try to restock things like 2 to 3 weeks before you think you're gonna go out of stock. But to be honest, like that's a good problem to have if you're going out of stock on stuff profitably.
Oh yeah, if you're a beginner, you should be doing that all the time because it means you're not buying too much, and then eventually you're going to increase your quantities and such. Been selling. Oh, ooh, interesting. All right, well, time to check the Seller Central here. All right, let's see.
Books could start off with little money. Yeah, absolutely, Candy. That's how I started. That's how Miles started.
Yep.
Pretty much everybody who was broke when they started sold some books for a bit. Good rite of passage. 30 cents a book for bulk book. Yeah, that does seem expensive.
Yeah, that's super expensive.
Yeah, a lot of like bulk book buys. Yeah, it'll be the romance novels your grandma reads, and it's not the expensive textbook and stuff that you might find on a thrift store shelf.
AG, can you send the ASIN that's showing that? There might be a CSM brand review though, because that happens from time to time, which is not a big deal at all. Ooh, okay, asking the important questions. Yeah, I drive my parents' minivan. What discounts can I capitalize in outlet stores like Nike? Ooh, okay, so each one's gonna be different. Nike specifically, tax exempt, 15% new account. Target the stuff that ends in 0.97. Backpacks and clearance stuff that have the red clearance tag.
Paying less than half a cent a
Holy
book for
shit.
bulk. That's sick. Yeah. I almost did bulk books back in the day. Thank God.
Thank God, man.
Thank God.
There's so many recovering bulk books people.
Yeah.
I know, but I've been trying to convince this one dude. He lives close to me in Pennsylvania, and I've been telling him for almost a year to start doing, and he still does bulk books, and I just can't figure out.
Is he on Instagram? Do I probably
no,
I think
no,
okay.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
No, he's hiding. He's hiding.
There's one guy on Instagram who's crushing with bulk.
Oh, that's lit. Oh, no.
Like this a lot of work though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But then also why the latter? Just by the time. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to spend, like, if you have a prep center that you can change that decision making, but you don't want to spend your time putting stickers on things that you're making $1.50 on. But it's not a good hourly.
Yeah, a lot of like wholesalers do units that are that cheap, but it's not them prepping it, it's employees and such.
Yeah.
Bulk books, buying big gaylords of books.
Don't do it. It's it used to be a lot more popular, like as a way to grow like a book business. Chris is warning you guys not to do it as well.
Yeah, because that's the key, guys, is that it used to be like everything used to be gated basically, and now everyone can get ungated. Bulk, like gigantic things of books. Yeah. Luckily, you don't have to do it anymore though. Sure. Cool. All right, guys. So this Wednesday, we got a free live training going down. I would highly recommend going ahead and getting registered for that. If you like this stuff and you haven't yet been to one of those, I promise you it'll be super worth your time. We're going to save you guys a ton of time, plug you in on a bunch of info. It would take you a while to find. Just looking elsewhere on your own and such. And we'll see you guys there. And make sure you follow Warner on all his socials. Our DMs are always open if you guys have any questions. If you're brand new, stop procrastinating. Get going. SellerAmp free trial. Keep a subscription. Amazon seller account. You could go do RA tonight. To get SellerAmp, you don't even need an Amazon seller account, although you obviously get that approved too. And such. Yeah. If you're prior military, you get even more discounts too. Cool. Have a
good
great night.
Good vibes, good questions, y'all. Let's get after it.
Yep. See y'all later.
See you guys soon.